Okay, so here we are looking at the Burton Flight Attendant, which is new this year, and it's a 159, and it's got kind of the same kind of idea as the very fun Burton Landlord, but it's a little less free ride, a little less setback, a little more twinish, but I believe it still has a taper, and it's still got like, I think 1.5 inch or like 1 inch setback, where the Landlord is like 2 or over 2. I think it's like 55 millimeters. So we don't know all the specs on the Flight Attendant, but we do know that it has camber. You want to turn that sideways, Peter? It has a lot of camber going on, all the way to past the last part of the insert, like almost like to there. And then it starts rockering up. And so it's got just this big fat head nose, and you know, kind of blunted out and big and just floaty for powder. And it's very much directional board, but I was pretty surprised at how easy it rode switch. And I'd say, like, I really liked the Landlord and found that that was a really great free ride board. But I think the Flight Attendant is more suited to my riding style, where I like a little bit more of a centered stance, you know, a little bit more of a double ender feel. Yeah. Love more of the, I love the actual aesthetics and the float of a blunt, you know, big old shovel nose like this. And I just found this thing was just super snappy, edge to edge, amazing on a carve, and just sprung out of the turn. Oh, it had that Custom X kind of spring out of the turn feel. Just like popping deep into a turn, and the second you like lift up, you know, it just seems to just send you right into your next turn. Yeah, and then amazing. You know, and then there's some light fluffy stuff, as you can see here and there. It's left over. You know, it's not freshies, but you could definitely feel it float easy. As you can see, even though the way that snowball just exploded off of Beastie's nipple. Oh, it's all right. Now I'm lopsided. But it, you know, it floated through powder really well. What little leftover tracks we could find, even though I asked them to put the stance a little more centered. And just all in all, a great board. Peter, what'd you think? Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of the same gripes as you. Excellent in carving. Gripes? Yeah. You're pissed about it? Just pissed. You're pissed about how good it is? Yeah. Oh man, I absolutely love the turn initiation, and I definitely think that my favorite thing was coming out of a turn and how it just sprung me out of a turn, and I seemed to just gain so much speed. I mean, you can just rock back and forth, and you can almost seem to like gain speed coming down the mountain. Its responsiveness, and yeah, it rode switch pretty well. I was really surprised for how directional it's attempting to be. And how, even though we were set back a little bit, it still rode. I bet you with the center stance it would ride switch okay, pretty good, you know? Pretty good, yeah. Maybe like borderline good, you know? But, I mean, you know, definitely for the free rider, a little bit more of an aggressive free ride board, great powder board. I personally might pick this over the Landlord, because I would. Yeah, I like this better than the Landlord. I like its playful nature. They're both great boards. I love its turn initiation. Yeah. They're both great boards, but I just like this more double ender. I like the more double ender feel. Yeah. So. Absolutely. All right. All right. That's the Flight Attendant.